We are wrapping up the interview with Nick Spindel from Where's the Food Truck. Today we're talking a little bit more about marketing and social media tips, as well as we're going to jump into catering and loyalty and the real impact a discount and free giveaways have on your business. Welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business coach, author of 5 food truck vending books, including Food Truck 101 and Food Truck 201. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business.
The last thing you want to hear when you need your auto insurance most is a robot with countless irrelevant menu options. Which is why with USAA Auto Insurance, you'll get great service that is easy and reliable, all at the touch of a button. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
Let's talk a little bit about catering. What are some of the things that Where's the Food Truck is able to do as far as a catering opportunity would go?
Yeah, so we actually, whether you expect this or not, we get a ton of catering requests and scheduling requests also, for like a brewery that wants a food truck every Friday or something. We put those requests onto the app. You can see all the details on there. You can apply to them. We share that info with the client so that they can see who you are and your menu and all that stuff. I think really more important, and that's what the operator is going to like the most, right? There's your opportunity to make some money. But what will help you earn that client is having a good catering proposal. And I know that you talk about this a lot. I think you even have some samples in your group. Boy, this makes a difference. We get day in and day out people that just say, yeah, I want that catering gig. We go, well, that's nice and all, but that doesn't quite cut it. We got to have a good menu and a price point to propose to this client. And that client, even if you're going direct to them, they don't want to just hear, yeah, I'll take it. They need a menu. They need to know what you sell. They need to know how much it's going to cost. And they don't want to sit down and discuss it for an hour with you. This isn't their wedding, unless maybe it is their wedding, right? But most people, like for a birthday catering or a work event, a promotion or a fall festival for employee celebration, anything like that, they don't want to spend all kinds of time on this. They want to get it easily in an email. Here's my menu. Here's my pricing. Cut and dry. That's what it is. We can modify that if you want, right? Leave yourself an out so that if they don't like this particular type of hamburger, then they can get that one instead. But making it easy for that client to say yes. We help a lot of food truck operators with that. We go back and forth. Here's an improvement that we can suggest. Here, let's get a picture here. Let's get a better description or a simpler description or whatever it might be. Let's solidify your pricing. Is it 14 or is it 15 or is it 16? We can't just have a range of pricing here across the board. So yeah, that's what we offer.
Catering can be a way to make a whole bunch of money in a real short amount of time, and it's pretty well guaranteed money. But you also have to be able to, I guess, close the deal, so to speak, with that client. Because if they don't see what they're looking for out of the menu or the types of food that you're offering on the catering, they're going to turn elsewhere pretty quickly. So I like what you said about giving them options and kind of leaving it a little bit open-ended.
Yeah, and if you can do more than one cuisine style, which a lot of operators can, if you can, make sure that they understand that. We have an event. It's like an $8,000 to $9,000 budget, and we have one food truck that applied. They're doing tacos. We're looking for hamburgers also. Couldn't find a food truck that offered that. After like 2 weeks, they said, "Oh, we can also do that." I said, "What? You can also do hamburgers? That's great." And they said, "Yeah, we have a whole other food truck that does hamburgers." I said, "Oh my gosh, had you said that before, we could have put you right in there, and we still will. Just make it easy. Let them know what you can and can't do. Give them what you want to do, what you propose, but give them those options."
A food truck can really cook about anything as long as the talent is there amongst the cooks. You shouldn't limit yourself to, only do X, Y, and Z because that's what I sell every day. That may not be what the caterers or the client rather is after.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we could talk about advertising if you want to talk about that. I really don't recommend advertising for food trucks. If they're going to drop 20 bucks here or there, or 50 bucks or 100 bucks, maybe maximum into social media, but I don't think that they get the best return for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about that. Because if you're going to spend money, you got to have a return on the investment. If you're going to spend, like you said, 20 bucks a day, $5 a day, how many people do you want to get out of that? Not people that see the ad, but people that actually show up at your food truck. Are you going to be happy with one brand new person you've never ever met before that says, hey, I saw that ad and I came in? Is it going to take 2? Is it going to take 10? So yeah, share some of your experience with placing paid ads on social media.
Yeah, I think really the key to spending money on social media is making sure that you're hitting the right audience. You're going to hit people that want food from a food truck, that are nearby so that they can be a customer. And then how are you going to track that? Yeah, whatever you're spending daily or weekly or whatnot, how are you tracking, and how are you realizing and assigning those customers that are new or converting as a result of your ad? And most brick and mortars, if you pay attention, they'll ask you, or businesses in general, how'd you find out about us? How'd you hear about us? Or, with a coupon or a giveaway, the redemption of those coupons is your tracking. So if you do, a free appetizer, free side, or free soda or something, make sure that you track that. You take a note somehow, ring it in your register, because then you can comp it off and then you can write it off, but then you can track it. I had 100 new sodas this week, 100 new free sodas that I gave away this week. And I only give free sodas away to people who say that they found me on Facebook through this ad, right? When you run your ad, you go, hey, come out and see us, mention our ad, and we'll give you a free soda. And then they do that, and then you note it down. Really tracking those conversions is key.
Tracking the conversion really is just a different way of saying that you're seeing how many people paid attention to your ad and then responded to whatever your ad was. And if you don't have those kind of numbers, then you're just throwing money at a fan and hoping that it hits somebody.
Yeah. And a clear call to action helps with that. So this is really common in marketing. People are always talking about the call to action. What do you want them to do? So if you just pop your menu up on Facebook in an ad, right? You should probably have your menu everywhere. But if you pay for something and you just pop your menu up there, maybe, what's the call to action? Are you saying, come see me right now, book me for catering? Or are you just saying, here's what I sell? You got to be really clear and tell people what to do. I want you to come in and spend money with me. I want you to book me for your wedding or your birthday. That's what I want you to do. And focus on that call to action with your graphics. If it's, you want them to buy a hamburger, have a picture of a hamburger, have a picture of a customer holding a hamburger or biting into the hamburger, something, right? Make it look great and say, I want you to come buy our hamburger. And when I was in restaurants, even giving away that entire hamburger, come in, we'll give you a free hamburger if you're a new customer. Give away that entire hamburger, but getting back to that lifetime value, if you can win them as a customer that might come out every month for the next 5 years, like what's the real return on that? You're making a ton of revenue on one hamburger or whatever you give away for free, which might cost you very little.
That's one of the things that I struggle to get new food truck owners to understand. If you say, let's give away a burger in your example, and let's say it's a $10 burger on their menu, they're going, well, Bill, I can't afford $10. I can't give away that many $10. And I'm like, it's not costing you $10. It's costing you whatever the food cost and paper cost is in that, because your labor is already burning, whether you're selling or giving away that burger or not. So the only thing it's costing you is the food and paper that goes into it. And hopefully it's going to be less than $2.50. So if you're giving away a $10 retail cost, it's only impacting your bottom line $2.50, hopefully. And if that turns into them coming once a month, even for a year, that's 12 times 10. So it's $120 you got in off of a $2.50 investment. That's well worth it. And ideally, you turn them into more than once a month. They come in maybe every couple of weeks.
Yeah. And if you're giving away Like, so there's 4 categories of menu items. I'm sure you go through this in some of your training, right? Like if you're giving away maybe your star seller or like your workhorse, like give away something that's good, it's impressive, has low cost, right? And then you have other items that you might make more profit on. When they come back as that guest, they might get the same thing because I loved it. I want that again. But they also might try other items on your menu that you'll make more profit on because they know that the first item was good and I want to try the second item, then the third item. I want to try every item on their menu. And yeah, your profit, your lifetime value there is worth way more than just the initial investment of that food cost. And a lot of food truck operators, when they're starting, we're trying to figure out our PARs and inventory levels and all. It's likely that you're going to have leftovers at the end of the night. If you give away 1 or 2 or 10 meals as an investment, and that could be coming out of the extras that at the end of the night you don't have anything to do with anyway. So you might as well use it to invest in yourself rather than toss it or eat your own leftovers every night.
That is a good point, having to eat your own leftovers. I do hear a lot of food truck owners say they get tired of eating their own food.
I'm sure. I think that's probably the biggest challenge in this industry, getting your numbers right, prepping enough food that you don't run out and miss out on opportunities, but that you don't have too much at the end of the day that you waste and burn through all the potential profits that you just made from all your hard work.
You're right. That is a challenge for a lot of new folks. It has been an absolute pleasure talking with you again. Appreciate you being here today. It's been an awesome interview. Definitely people need to check out the Where's the Food Truck app. Again, appreciate all your time.
Yeah, thanks, Bill, for having us. It's always great chatting with you, and definitely appreciate your reaching out and working with us for this.
Like I always tell people, if we can help improve the industry, it's going to help all the food truck owners in general. What they talk about, a rising tide raises all boats, and that is the goal, to help all of us be successful.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Bill.
Oh, you are so welcome. Thank you so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you're finding all the information helpful to your food truck business, please become a monthly supporter of the podcast. Just hit the support button or follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. Join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We have a whole bunch of awesome members at all different levels, from brand new beginners to decades-old veterans. They've all got your back when it comes to helping you with your food truck. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow because I got plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and your food truck business grow.